Welcome to our channel, where we explore the fascinating history behind the inventions that changed our world. Today we're doing a deep dive into the innovations of World War I. We've gone through your sources, and it's amazing, really. That whole era of conflict actually laid the groundwork for so many things we use today, from radio headsets to Kleenex.
It really did.
So our mission is to unpack the specific necessities that drove these surprisingly familiar solutions.
It's a classic case of necessity being the mother of invention. I mean, when you have the immense pressure of a war, problems that might take decades to solve in peacetime, they get forced into solutions almost overnight.
Just have to innovate to survive.
Exactly. You see these huge technological leaps driven by, sheer survival.
Okay, let's get into it, starting with communication. I mean, picture aviation in 1914. A pilot takes off and he's just completely isolated.
Right, there was no practical way to talk between planes or talk to the ground once you're up there.
Which must have been a massive logistical headache for things like reconnaissance.
A huge one. At first it was all visual flares, hand signals, that kind of thing. But as aircraft became more critical, that delay was just not an option.
So what was the fix?
The solution finally came in 1916. It was the very first pilot's helmet equipped with both a microphone and integrated headphones.
But wait, how do they handle the noise? Weren't those early biplanes just incredibly loud, just rattling pieces of wood and metal?
That's a great question. And it was a huge technical challenge. They had to design a system that could somehow insulate the sound, but also focus the transmission.
So it wasn't just a simple microphone?
Not at all. In fact, the tech was so new that crews needed special training just to operate the headset. It really shows you how transformative that one little piece of kit was for aerial strategy.
Okay, so from coordinating planes to coordinating clocks, let's talk about something we all love to complain about: daylight savings time.
Ah, yes. Summertime.
It's just wild to think our frustration twice a year started as a wartime resource gamble. Why did this idea even come up during the war?
It connects directly to scarcity. By 1915, Germany was facing really severe shortages, especially of the coal they needed for artificial light.
So they needed to save power.
Exactly. The government figured that by shifting the clock forward an hour in the spring, they could use natural daylight for longer in the evenings and save a ton of fuel.
And it worked.
It was a hit. Germany rolled out the first national summertime in April 1916, and it was seen as such a success that Great Britain followed them just 3 weeks later.
Incredible. Now let's shift to innovations that saved lives. The number of casualties in WWI was staggering, so military medicine had to evolve, and fast.
It absolutely had to. And managing blood loss on the front lines was a nightmare. Before this, a transfusion meant you needed the donor right there next to the recipient.
Because the blood would clot otherwise.
It would coagulate almost immediately. So the big question was, how do you get viable blood to a mobile hospital near the trenches?
And the solution wasn't a machine, it was a chemical.
Precisely. The breakthrough came in 1914 with the discovery that a substance called sodium citrate could act as an anticoagulant.
So it stopped the blood from curdling.
Yes. It made blood storable, transportable, bankable, really, for the first time in history. That one discovery is why we have modern blood banks today.
That's amazing. And sticking with medical supplies, there was this other huge leap that led to a surprising commercial spin-off. It started with something called Cellucotton.
Right, from the U.S. firm Kimberly-Clark. Cellucotton was basically their answer to a shortage of regular cotton bandages. It was this highly processed wood pulp product that was super absorbent and really cheap to make.
But the people using it, the nurses on the front lines, they found another use for it.
They did. The nurses quickly realized this super absorbent material was also perfect for, feminine hygiene. And that unexpected use led directly to Kimberly-Clark launching sanitary pads in 1920. A little while later, they adapted it again and created Kleenex tissues.
So there's a straight line from a battlefield bandage to a box of Kleenex.
A direct line from wartime necessity to global consumer product.
And finally, let's touch on media. The war didn't just change technology, it changed how we saw the world.
That's where you get the rise of the newsreel. These were short films actually taken by cinematographers at the front.
So real footage from the war.
Real footage. They'd rush it back home and play it in cinemas before the main feature. And people loved them. They became wildly popular. It was a shared visual experience of the war that a newspaper photo just couldn't capture.
It's basically the birth of the modern documentary.
That's a great way to put it. A powerful new tool to show people what was really happening. And, the thread that connects all of these things, a helmet a clock, a box of tissues, is that relentless pressure of a global crisis. It makes you think, doesn't it? How a small need, like saving a bit of light or storing blood, could spark innovations that completely reshape daily life for a century.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and let us know in the comments which invention you'd like to explore next.